Hello Scorpio, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we're going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, my loves, let's take a look and see what is going on for you guys. In the recent past, we have the Six of Cups. I see the Knight of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. To me, this feels like, Scorpio, that in the past, maybe just thinking about the past, okay? There could be a past person here that maybe you either wanted to hear from, like you wanted this person to move towards you and so you could reconcile and create something with here, or maybe you just kind of thought that you would have heard from them. Maybe you just kind of thought, like, a little surprised, like, I can't believe somebody hasn't come back in. Especially with the Knight of Wands, if this person has had a tendency to be kind of in and out or inconsistent or hot and cold, you know, maybe you kind of just grew to expect somebody kind of coming back towards you. So take it how it applies for your situation. I feel like it's going to resonate a little differently for all of you. Like I said, for some of you guys, maybe you wanted a past person to come back in. For others of you, maybe you just kind of grew to expect that. Either way, I think that there's this energy of like thinking about the past, okay? Now, for some of you guys, it could be the other person, you know, in the energy towards you. So just take it how it applies for your situation. In the current energy, Scorpio, I see the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So I like this. I like this a lot. I think things are finally getting easier from you. It's like almost like the more time and space and distance that you have between you and a past person or situation, the less effect it has on you, the, you know, better things are. I think you feel a lot better. I do. I think that you're feeling a lot more free, a lot less burdened by the past. You're starting to like kind of heal and work through things. I actually really like this. We have the Star card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so definitely healing here. Very nice. Now, like I said, for some of you guys, maybe it's not even that you desire the person to come back in. Maybe you just kind of expected that, and it's, you know, something that was on your mind. But now I feel like you're kind of working through this. You're starting to feel better. It's having less of an effect on you. You're healing. Okay, let's see what fell out. I'm not going to take these because I'm only taking one. But we have the Two of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Wands in the reverse that fell out. So it could say that, you know, with the Two of Wands in the reverse, I do feel like in the past, maybe it was hard for you to move on from something, and it really could have affected your confidence, especially if there was like cheating or anything like that. I do feel like there was something about this connection that hit your confidence, okay? And it may have been difficult for you to move on from something in the past, but I don't feel like that's the same. And maybe that's part of what you're coming out of, Scorpio, is that you're starting to kind of come out of that energy. You're starting to get your confidence back. In the near future, what do we have in the near future for Scorpio? We have the Page of Wands. So it could be a step in a new direction. You could be kind of turning your back to the situation. You can see this Page of Wands. He's kind of, the way he's laid out, he's got his back turned to all of that. So you could be kind of just putting this behind you and ready to kind of like eager and excited for a new beginning, eager and excited to step in a new direction. Sometimes the Page of Wands to me can be being on the receiving end of a message. So the pages are messengers of the tarot, so it's definitely possible. I was hoping it was the other one, but to me, I do feel like you probably will be hearing from somebody at the bottom of the deck here influencing that Page of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like, well, we'll see. I'm getting a couple different messages, especially with the Empress being here and the Three of Cups. One thing I would say be careful of. Some of you guys definitely could be receiving a message from a past person wanting to reconcile. Absolutely. Okay. For others of you, I do feel like this could be that maybe you're just... like I said, you're starting to feel more confident. You're starting to feel better. Maybe you're eager and excited to start dating or meeting new people. I would just be careful not to rush anything. Okay, things that are made to last take time to build. And usually things that start fast tend to fizzle out just as quickly. So I would just say with the Knight of Swords coming up, just be careful not to rush. Make sure you do things at a pace that feels good for you, whatever pace that is. But so we'll get into that more in a minute. Some of you guys, I do feel like you could be hearing from a past person, though. Some of you guys, maybe it's both messages. Just take it how it applies for your situation. Your challenge right now, we have the Ace of Cups. So this could be, like I said, this could be a past person coming in and there's some kind of new potential or opportunity with them. And that's showing up as a challenge. For others of you, it's just opening yourself up to new love in general. Again, putting yourself out there. That could be a challenge. Maybe for some of you guys, it's both. Maybe you're starting to finally be ready to put yourself out there and move on, and you're having a past person come back in. In your conscious thoughts, Scorpio, we have the Hermit in the reverse. I feel like this is true regardless of how it's resonating for you. The Hermit in the reverse can definitely be somebody coming back out of a Hermit situation. So you could be hearing from somebody from the past for sure with that energy. It could also just be you ready to come out of Hermit energy. You're ready to put yourself out there. You're ready to start having fun again. You're eager and excited for new beginnings. In the subconscious energy, so something that could be driving you or influencing you that maybe you're not aware of consciously, we have the Sun card. I think you just want to be happy. I do. I feel like you just want to be happy. You're starting to finally feel better after a period of happiness, and I feel like that is important to you right now. For those of you where, there's a past person reaching out, I do feel like it could lead to a more significant conversation. It could be back and forth communication. I do feel like you have your boundaries up, but you could be willing to hear somebody out. I feel like you're not afraid to cut this off if you need to. I feel like you're in a really good place now, Scorpio. So it's like you're in a good place and you can handle hearing from them. You're willing to talk to them, but I feel like it's not putting you in a bad space. For others of you, this could just be you meeting new people, you getting to know new people, having those kind of conversations. What is affecting your situation outside of yourself? Usually I see this as the other person. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, we're going to take this one that flipped over. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like this is the other person, the past person. I feel like somebody just hasn't moved on from this, okay, is what I feel. I feel like they're struggling to move on from this. We have the Eight of Cups here, the Tower, the Strength card. So I'm going to be honest, Scorpio, it does kind of feel like even if it is a past person, I'm not sure that you're open to it. We'll see. Like I said, for some of you guys, I feel like it's both. I feel like you could still be hearing from a past person who's struggling to get over this. But I also feel like you're moving forward in a different direction. Okay. So just take it how it applies. But, I definitely feel like there was a lot that happened here in the past between the two of you. They're not quite past it. They're not quite moving on yet. Now, your hopes or fears, Scorpio, in this situation, we have the Strength card. So I feel like you're just wanting to have the strength to be able to either resist this person if that is what you feel is best for you, or fully open up and embrace and new beginnings, to not kind of allow past people and past situations to influence new beginnings for you, influence new connections. Having the strength to fully walk away from something with that Eight of Cups being here so that you can have a new beginning. What is the potential outcome for Scorpio? We have the Eight of Cups. So like I said, for a lot of you guys, I feel like it's both. And I feel like that's why it's coming through this way, is that Scorpio, I feel like you're in a very different space than you were before. Something that had a really big effect on you in the past isn't having as much of an effect on you now. I feel like this past energy is wanting to come in and have some kind of new beginning with you here. And it's at the same time that I feel like you're finally ready to kind of come out and start a brand new life. You're ready to hit the ground running. and open up to something new. And I feel like you're finding the courage to fully close out something from the past, to finally really fully shut the door on it so that you can open up to this happiness, so that you can go for this brand new beginning. And you're feeling in a really good space to do that here. You have the Empress here. So I really like that. What is Scorpio's advice? What is the advice for Scorpio in this situation? We have the Five of Pentacles. So the advice could be to kind of leave something behind, to kind of close off to it. I would also say to make sure that you're not fully closing off to other things too, like not punishing new people for past people's stuff with that energy. But the Five of Pentacles can just be a card of lack. So I feel like Spirit's wanting you to be really honest with yourself, Scorpio, when it comes to this past connection. Like, is this something that is aligned with what I really, the kind of relationship I really want and the kind of life I really want? Or am I not going to receive what I want and need from this person? Only you guys know the situation. Only you guys get to make that decision. Signs I'm seeing for you, I see Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo. I see all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Aquarius. Those are signs I'm seeing. Taurus too. Those are signs I'm seeing, but it could be any. It is a general reading. So even if I did not mention a specific sign, this reading can still resonate for you. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here with me, and I will see you next time.